What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of Too Many Opinions podcast. This is Sarah.
This is Jeannie.
And we're back again. You already know the vibe. So
I think I want to start each episode with, please join our Patreon. If you guys want to connect with us more, join our Patreon. Please call us at 401. We got to memorize this.
I don't memorize it yet. Okay, I got it. 401 648 6929.
648-6929.
Call us at that number, 401 area code if you're from out of state. So our Patreon is only $5 a month.
Yeah.
$5 whopping dollars. I could totally
No pressure.
But subscribe. No, we want to keep doing this in order to do this and give you guys the quality and the content that you guys deserve.
Yeah.
And really connect with you guys on a deeper level. That's what's going to help us do that.
Absolutely.
So, all right, let's get into it. Anyways, so I know last episode we talked about like the new year. You're like traveling is definitely big on the agenda. Is there any other main goal that you've thought about for 2024?
Getting rich.
Perfect, because that's not exactly what's on my agenda as well. So there's that. So now,
is this our last episode before the new year?
This next week? No, I think we have one more. Wait. No, this is because next week and then the following week. So this is our last episode
of 2024.
Of 2023.
Oh my God.
2024 we'll be having new episodes, but still, what the hell? You know what I mean? Like, what a roller coaster. Jeannie, we've been doing this for a long time. How long do you think? I saw a video.
2021 we started, right?
Yeah.
2022.
2021. With our first podcast. Some of you guys may know this. We had an original podcast with a group of friends.
What is it? The City Girls?
The original 5.
Oh my, let's talk about that. We started off as the original 5, which is the original 5 was 5 of us girls that were originally friends. Like we still are.
We're still all friends, but
it started off with shout out to Luca, shout out to Elsie, shout out to Kelsey.
And then you already know Sarah, Jeannie.
We did a whole photo shoot.
And then it never got off the ground. So there was that. So then it went from 5 to 4.
And then there were 4.
And then
that was actually the password to our shit.
Yeah.
And then there were 4. And then then it was 4. And then
we were the girls in the city.
The girls in the city.
That's what we were. The city girls.
I wonder where we would have been.
I know. That would have been crazy though, but we did really good.
It was a really good. It was fun.
It was a wild ride. There was a lot of wild conversations on that podcast. So just stay tuned if you guys ever go check that out.
I kind of want to go back and listen to them. They should still be there.
You know what we should do? We should review them. We should review some of our episodes and like the quality and the shit that we said.
That's gonna be for Patreon.
Yo, that shit's gonna be funny.
Hilarious.
Okay,
I'm telling you right now.
And then Jeannie and I, here we are. So
and then there were 2, and that's not the password.
That's definitely not the password.
We've been doing this for a while. It's been, oh my God. We started off with our cell phones.
Yo, we started off recording on our cell phones, an iPad, a camera. Like, we went through it. First, it was 2 cell phones and a camera that I think was no, that was your camera.
Was mine. Yep, a vlogging one.
Yep. So that was not the right camera for what we do. And then we transitioned to an iPad, a phone, a camera that I think was borrowed at that point.
Yeah.
And
now
then
we have 3 cameras.
And now we have 3 cameras. We've upgraded. We had makeup lights.
We had makeup lights.
They
held us down.
They did. We're not hating, but it's like we started from the bottom. Now we're here.
Yeah.
So that's funny.
Out of our own pockets.
We've literally funded this whole production. Everything from studio to Jeannie's house. We've recorded. This poor thing always is offering her space, but we've always
we gotta do what we got to do. And
this
what I mean.
I truly feel like this is my calling in life. Like speaking, like I don't know, like I feel like this is my purpose. I'm not even lying. Like this is what I'm supposed to do.
See, you didn't even know that. Like I said in the previous episode, I'm multi-talented, so I don't really know what I'm meant to do, but I do like to talk, so I enjoy it.
Amen. Okay.
So
that's perfect. That was such a good little recap to end, like with our new people, like subscribing and liking and joining us. Our sisters
that we love and care so much about.
Amen. All right, so let's get into our topic. Today's topic is when women find happiness. This is really how it be, because we just are always brainstorming new ideas. But when women find happiness.
Wow. When women find happiness and when men become salty.
Okay, so specifically, there's this clip of this couple, which
Hurt Bae.
Yep. And most of you have probably all seen the clip, where the original clip where the girl is just literally basically was begging him, exactly where I was, where we've all been, to be in this relationship. And now fast forward, I think a year or 2 years later, they just did another clip. And this clip is going viral because she starts the clip off with like, I am so happy I'm in this new relationship, blah, blah. And his response was, oh, I'm so glad you found the happiness, or whatever he said.
Why does it seem like he's so disgusted by her?
Like, so salty. Like, he was just so salty the whole interview for the second part, right? So then they go on. And they basically, there comes a part where he was like, after she finishes telling him that she's in a relationship, he's happy, blah, blah. He goes, oh, yeah, I was in a relationship when we recorded the first episode. And she goes to him, well, how come you didn't tell me? And all of a sudden, he starts turning up. Like, you see the person that he actually was in that whole relationship. Because in that moment, that's the person I pictured him being in the relationship, because of how he responded. Oh, because I don't have to tell you everything. We weren't together. Like, his whole demeanor changed. Like, whoa, baby, calm down.
It literally boils down to men cannot take it.
Men
cannot. Yo, men are the biggest pussies, let me tell you. Yo, they like, you are led to believe that men are so strong and this, they cannot put up with the things women put up with. They cannot handle it. The way that we can handle a man cheating on us, or a man doing us dirty, or a man talking down on us, or a man, I'm not saying that women don't do it to men, but for the most part, I'm talking about women. I don't give a damn. Period. You know what I'm saying? Like, the way we handle that shit and wear it and drink it and eat it the fuck up.
And own it, because we know everybody's looking at us. Like, damn, girl.
The embarrassment we go through it.
Yep.
But the second you just flinch to look at another guy.
Oh.
You're a whore. You're a slut. It's like,
the theatrics that come from men is crazy. And you literally see it play out in this clip. So then after, let's just finish this clip. So after she says that, she says something to the point where he goes, oh, I never want to see you again. And she goes, well, I wipe my hands of you. And she goes like this to him. When she did that to him, the way that she hurt his whole manhood, he was like trying to do it back to her. Like, buddy, she already killed you with that. It's R.I.P. to you. Right. There's no going back to you either. She said, dusted you off. And I'm going to use that gesture for the rest of my life. That is the most epic closure to a toxic ass person that I've ever seen done. So kudos to you, Bae. You really came out of that one.
Absolutely. But I feel like the best gesture is
her happiness.
But I feel like the best gesture to men that act like that is literally acting like they died. Ooh. Like, you don't even see them. They don't exist.
Period. Ooh. You see through them.
Like, nothing. Like, there's nothing that hurts someone more than when you literally don't even fight back.
I know.
You don't say nothing. It's like they're not there. It's like a ghost is talking to you. Like, nothing's happening. You know what I'm saying? Like,
because they don't have the power to get to you anymore. That's what it is. And when you take your power back and those words go right through you, like, okay, he's like, I never want to see you again. She said, I said, okay, sis, go fucking up.
And he, first of all, like,
he looks
women
pathetic.
Are gonna see who he is. Like, whoever gets with that man, I hope you're the Hulk.
Girl, baby.
Because he is disgusting. Who do you think you are? Yeah, you ain't even cute.
Literally, his whole behavior was just such a turnoff. I know she left that interview disgusted, like, ew, I cannot believe that's my ex-boyfriend.
I hope so.
Because
she still looked hurt to me.
I think because she said to him, I loved you. I wanted to be with you. I wanted to make it work. When she said that, I was like, damn.
And it's like, why are you treating her like she just said something nasty to you?
Right.
Like, what?
Because she's happy. And that's where this topic originally came from.
That's where it's going.
Why is it that when women find happiness, the man that you wanted to be with or the person you wanted to be with miraculously find all the things that they knew that they needed to fix, they learn how to do them. Miraculously. Oh, I'm
because
happy.
They're selfish.
Let me come step my toxic fuck back right into this little area to see if I can pull her back down, see if I can get her focused on me. And it's like, why do we do that as women? Fall into the trap of, you might be working out. You might be, I don't know, putting makeup on. You might be doing all the things that you once didn't do anymore that you're doing again. And you're letting this same man come back into your life that took away all your happiness, all your joy.
Depleted you.
Because
depleted
you. because you loved him. Sis, that's not love. That's attachment issues.
Yeah. Yeah. It's insane. And it's like, it's not to say that like a guy literally can't change and you guys can reconnect, but it can't be that he changed for you or the moves he's making for you, or it needs to be like you changed for yourself. And I could see the change within you.
Right.
Not that you don't have to prove anything to me, because that's just who you are. You
Right.
are a walking change.
Absolutely.
There's not, if you have to prove to me that you've changed, you never changed.
You never changed, and you're only doing it temporarily to show me, to try to get me back.
When a person truly changes, that's their being. That's who they are. That's what they radiate. That's what comes out. That's just how they move. And I don't have to explain that to you. You
Never.
just see it. Mm-hmm. It's just actions.
It's like, oh, my girl didn't like when I did this. Immediately corrects whatever it is within reason. If she can't be unreasonable.
I mean, yeah, come on.
Yeah. Like, we just need to give that whole little clause right there. But someone being conscientious of that. But a person who waits until you've left a relationship, you're trying to move on, you're bettering yourself, you're focusing on yourself, and then boom, oh, now you
That's
get
the reason, though. It's an ego thing. It's a selfishness. That's the only reason why all of a sudden they just miraculously are stating that they changed, and they're gonna do
the perfect guy now.
Yeah, they're gonna do a little bit of what you've always wanted them to do in the beginning, and then once you're back to the same bullshit.
Literally.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I've been caught in that trap, girl. I'm not even gonna
yeah,
lie
I
to
mean,
you. I've been caught in that trap, you motherfucker.
Of course you do,
That
because
shit,
it's like
love.
part of you still wants it to work, and you're like, yes, they finally get it, but they don't.
They don't get it. And
It's
then
just one of those things that they'd rather see you with them miserable than with someone else.
And you know what's even more crazy is that you give them the inkling of hope, like, damn, they really have changed. And then something happens that sparks the scenario, and they show the exact same person
Yep.
that they were the whole time. And it's like, bro, you didn't change at all.
At all. You
It
got
was-
worse.
You were just mask on.
Yep.
And then you just took your mask off, and you didn't realize that I was still paying attention. That is so unbelievable. That is so...
It's just ridiculous.
It's
And mind you, because you're with someone else, or because they don't want to be with you or love you. It's just the fact that you're with someone else. It's like they see you as property.
Yeah.
And because that's theirs, they don't give a fuck. They don't care that you don't love them. I mean, that they don't love you. They literally, just to not see you moved on and happy, they will try to come back.
Yeah. With the revolving door cycle. Like, absolutely not. And I'm so big on this, like, after you've given so many attempts to certain things, like, there comes a point where it's like, if you leave, you're not coming back, and you gotta stand on that.
Yeah.
Because you can only go through that revolving door so many times. It's like those doors that you push and it just keeps going around and around and around. Sis, the door's gotta stop.
Absolutely. But also, men think that because women give them chance after chance after chance, that's just what life is forever. I promise you, bro, even if 20 years goes by, there's going to be the day that she's going to be done. I promise you.
Promise on everything that I love. I can't even say anything further than that. The day will come.
The day will freaking come. And what sucks for us is that we wasted so much time. But I promise you, one day it'll end.
One day it will end. And you know what's crazy? When that ends, and because mainly, we've spoke about this before, they may still be in that relationship, but they're really not there. You know what I mean? They're mentally checked out. They're physically checked out. They're just going through the motions to be like, oh, maybe he's going to give the effort. Maybe he's going to do this. Maybe he's going to do that. And then when they leave that relationship, they're going to find that person. And that person, God's going to place them. Like, you close that door. Now here you are. Here's your gift. Here's your happiness. Go be it. You're already happy because you left that, but here's your real gift.
I don't know. You're glowing.
But yeah, here's your real gift. Okay,
yeah,
guys?
like it's crazy.
It really be like that. And that's to all the ladies and the guys too. Like, if it's toxic either way, wrap it up. Find your happiness. Like, happiness is so damn important. I cannot stress that enough. Let me see. I'm just looking. I had questions. Why is it that men do everything when the woman? Okay, we already talked about that.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Selfishness
for sure.
They can't take what they can dish. What is it? They can dish it, but they can't take it. Yeah,
Yep,
they
that's
can
what it
dish
is.
it, but they can't take it. They become little biatches.
Yeah, that's literally that's the main thing here, because it's just unbelievable that is the scenario. The other question I had was the saltiness. Why are men so salty when women get happiness? And that's because they were able to prove to you that they were able to find happiness without you.
And also the kind of savagery, the kind of savage and animal that the woman becomes after. Like, when we love you, we love you. And all you see is like this little pushover, this little boo-hoo. But when we're done and we decide to shit on you, the kind of savage, you've never met her.
You've never met her.
You have never met me not loving you.
That's the scariest part of it all.
You've only met me being nice to you. Yeah, you've met me being a bitchy or arguing with you, but you've never met the person not loving you no more. And that kind of person, that person that you become, they can't take that.
They can't take it. It's hard. That's a tough pill for them to swallow.
And there's nothing you can do about it. There's no roses. There's no gestures. There's no dates. There's no gold, money, nothing that can bring you back after a woman gets there. So don't let her get there.
Reaching that capacity and that limitation of, nah, this ship has sailed. It's done.
Sunk, Titanic.
That's a scary place to be. Because when you actually really think about it, you go from a situation where you love somebody pretty much unconditionally. And I know that we say love is conditional, but at some point when you're in a relationship, a committed relationship for a long time, it is unconditional. Absolutely. During that time and that time frame, because they get men and sometimes women, but men get used to women men get used to women taking it constantly. Like, I can speak from my situation. It was a constant thing. Was like, oh, she's never gonna leave. We've gone through all of this. She's never gonna leave. She's never gonna leave. She's never gonna leave. I can do this, and this. She's never gonna leave. She loves me. I do love you. I did love you, but the latter happened. You know what I mean? Like,
things start tickling, things start aching, things start cracking.
The bridge, the foundation started to collapse, and you know what I mean? Like, that shit really happens, and I think people realize that the foundation is just always going to be as sturdy as it is. Like, no, it's
every
not.
day it's wearing thinner and thinner. Every day.
That one little crack, right? That one little crack. And it always brings me back to there's like this saying where it talks about like the piece of paper, and it talks about like your heart being the piece of paper. And the person you love can do something or hurt you, and you take the piece of paper and you scrunch it up. And after you scrunch up a piece of paper, guess what? It never goes back flat. So you try to do it. Boom. Then they hurt you again. That same piece of paper scrunched up. Fucking, you try to open it up again. Now it's even more. There's little rips in it. Pieces. Another hurt. Another argument. And then after time, guess what? The paper becomes so... Deteriorates. So small. So nothing. And then eventually... Nothing. It's just gone. It's just there. And that's exactly what happens.
And you try to put that paper back together.
And you tape, glue, super glue, Gorilla Glue, all the glues.
Cement.
And still. And it sucks that as women, like you said, we will go through it because we want to see it out. We want that. We hold on to that hope for so long. Mm-hmm. And then when it finally
it's not easy opening up and meeting parents and meeting family and going through the whole gesture and for you to start over. And it's like, it's not easy. So we try to hold on to what we thought was going to be worth it. But I promise you, sometimes it's not worth it. And sometimes, like we said earlier, it is worth it.
Yeah.
Sometimes like you guys break up and then you guys get help on your own. And then you start seeing like, wow, like, if I get another chance with this person, I'm going to make it work. I'm going to just, you know what I mean?
Yes.
But again, you got to change for yourself.
It can't be for the other person.
Because you hurting someone, you're not normal.
No.
You got hurts and shit that you got to deal with to become a better person for you. Because the reason why you're treating people like shit is because you
feel like shit. You feel like shit.
You feel like shit. You know you ain't shit, but it's not nothing that you can't fix. Right. You know what I'm saying? So when you realize like, I'm a fucked up person, I got to go and get help. And you start getting help and you start exercising that help, you become radiant. You become a different person. And so then you can never go back to that.
But it's the scariest bridge to cross because that's the moment where they know, and that goes for men and women, the moment when you determine that you're going to cross the bridge and get help, that means you're going to go head on with the demons, with the inner battles that you're fighting, and you're going to have to fix it, and you're going to have to address the issues, whether it's mommy daddy issues, whether it's whatever, like no matter what it is that has got you to the point to be the person who you are today, you're going to have to address it.
It takes work, and it's very scary, but
and
my
it's
thing
hard.
And it's super hard, but my thing is this: what hard do you want to deal with? You want to deal with you fucking people over and all that karma coming back to you on a constant daily basis, and you're super unhappy? Or would you rather deal with the hard where you're fixing it?
You're fixing it, and you're fixing yourself.
You know?
For yourself. You're fixing yourself for yourself, so that way when you can go on to whatever it is, you can be the best possible version of yourself.
That's why I say, if you decide to stay in a relationship where both parties are willing to fix it, both parties need to have their separate therapists along with your couple therapist.
Yes.
You need to, because like, first of all, the person that's been scarred, even though they're not perfect, everyone needs therapy.
Of course.
Their own therapy, because no one's perfect in a relationship. You know,
100%.
sometimes like, another thing that I would like to bring up is not everything is one-sided. You know also what you could have done better as a partner. You know what I'm saying? And even if you decide to move on with someone else, I want the therapy to be better for that someone else. You know what I'm saying? Or I want the therapy to be better. You know what I'm saying? Obviously for me, but for it to work out.
Yes. For the next relationship, even if it's not this relationship, no matter what you want, because at the end of the day, nobody wants to be alone. So you want to be able to be in a partnership that's going to be successful, or a committed relationship where it's going to be successful. In order to do that, you need to be able to work on yourself. You need to be able to take constructive feedback. You need to be able to listen, not get defensive. And all of these things come into play, because whether you've gone through it, like you could have been in a toxic relationship, or you could have been in a relationship where you feel like when it's communication comes, you just shut down. Like you just don't know what it is, and you cannot hold those past gestures. You need to get the therapy, heal through it, so that way you can go in fresh with a blank slate.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Literally, like even if you because even if you get back with your person, we're starting a new relationship.
This brand new. You're not the same people.
It can't be.
Because then you're literally
it's the same thing.
You're literally going into the same relationship that was wrong.
Right.
Not that it was wrong, but
Right.
it wasn't working. That was the terminology that I wanted to use.
Exactly.
Wasn't working. So it is a brand new relationship. And it's a relationship that's now started over. So it's a matter of men, when women are finding happiness, and if you didn't play your part and you didn't get the therapy, or you didn't do what you needed to do while she was there asking you to do it, you need to let that woman go. And you need to let her be great, let her be happy, and let her thrive. And you're going to have to look in from the outside and be like, damn, maybe in a couple of years I can get another chance. Maybe not. But
I need to go fix myself so that I can treat the next person that I'm going to be with respect. Because that's another thing that grinds my gear.
Tell me about it.
You literally like sit there and go through all this shit with a man only for him to treat his next girl like a queen.
Oh, that grinds my gears.
So you literally, ladies, that's why we also say don't stay for too long, because the next girl that they get,
they're going to do
everything you ask for.
Everything that you asked them to do, they're going to be doing it for her as if it was you. But guess what? I can promise you that next girl will never be you. And the love that you give a person who doesn't appreciate it, who doesn't cherish it, will never, ever feel the love, the nurturement that you gave them. That is one of a kind. To all of our people listening live, that is a one in a kind love that you'll never get back. You can't tell me anything about it. I'm sorry, I'm speaking from experience. There's different kinds of loves that we go through in our life. There's like your first love, there's your high school love, there's a love that you think that's going to be, this is the person.
Yep.
And when that doesn't work out, no matter whose fault it is, that's something you both have to live with no matter what. And that is the toughest pill to swallow.
Because even if your next girlfriend or boyfriend is going to give you brand new love or whatever it is, you're never gonna have me again though. No one's me. I'm me.
Right.
You're gonna look for me in her every single time, and you ain't gonna find her.
That's what I'm saying. All those moments that you may have had created, the laughs, the giggles, those moments where you just sat, like you're never gonna be. Yeah, she ain't me. She'll never be me.
She ain't me. She ain't me. She ain't me. Like deadass. She's not me, and she never will be me. So.
Everybody just be careful with how you
Tread
love,
lightly.
Who you love. And if you love them, you need to do the work when they're asking and not when it's too late. Because that too late love is sometimes it's just too late.
It's just too little too late.
And you got to say, thank you. Next. Shout out Ariana.
She was the goat for that. That song gets on my nerves, but she was the goat for
She
that
really
song.
was.
That's
She
a
really
goat. That's a
was.
goat ass song.
She was
wow.
She really.
And she named them.
I know. She didn't give up. She was crazy. That girl said, I'm name dropping everybody right now. Do you have
Crazy.
anything else to add to this topic?
No.
I feel like it was so good.
It was so good. The only thing I do want to add is happy freaking New Year's, everyone. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year's. We hope that this year gives you everything you need and deserve and want. And I'm excited.
Yes, I'm excited. To all our new friends, followers, sisters, happy holidays. See you in the new year.
Bye.